What up, family? It's Jermaine, and today we're gonna break down one of the biggest lies in credit. That once you get late payments, you're stuck with it for 7 years. That's what they tell you, but that's not the full truth. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how late payments really work, why most people handle them wrong, and how professionals get them removed legally and permanently. If you've ever been told you just have to wait it out, this video is going to change everything. So let's get right into it. First, let's define what a late payment actually is. A late payment isn't just missing your due date. It's when your payment is 30 days or more past due. That's when lenders report it to the credit bureaus. If you're 10 or 15 days late, you might get a fee, but it's not reported. Once you hit that 30-day mark, it becomes a derogatory mark on your credit report. And that one mark can drop your score anywhere from 60 to 120 points, depending on your credit profile. But here's the key. The late payment isn't itself the real problem. It's how it's reported that determines whether it sticks or not. Now, here's a lie most people believe. They say once it's reported, you can't remove it. It has to stay for 7 years. That's simply not true. The Fair Credit Reporting Act, otherwise known as the FCRA, doesn't say a late payment must stay for 7 years. It says accurate information may be reported for up to 7 years. That means if the information is inaccurate, incomplete, or unverifiable, it can be removed at any time. So the question isn't how long does it stay? The question is, can they prove it's accurate? When you dispute late payments, the credit bureau doesn't call your lender and ask, hey, was Jermaine really late? They use an automatic system called an e-Oscars. It sends out a 2-digit code to the furnisher, and the furnisher just sends back verified or updated. No human ever looks at your actual payment history. No one checks the original records. So, if your lender's data is off even by 1 day, 1 cycle, or 1 system error, that late payment can be challenged. And that's where opportunity lies. Most people fail because they dispute the wrong way. They send a generic letter that says, this late payment is inaccurate. Please remove it. Let me explain something to you guys. That doesn't work because it doesn't create reason for the investigation. Professionals go deeper. We look at the data, mismatches, things like different dates between the bureaus, payment history that doesn't match the account status, accounts marked paid as agreed but still showing late marks, or missing notice of delinquency dates. If any of that data is inconsistent, that's a valid dispute under Section 611 of the FCRA. That's how you get results. Here's the professional sequence we use to handle late payments the right way. Step number 1, pull all 3 credit reports, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, side by side. Highlight every late payment and compare the dates. Step 2, look for inconsistencies. If the dates or the payment statuses don't match across the bureaus, that is your leverage. Dispute the inaccuracies, not the existence. You're not saying I was never late. You're saying this data is inconsistent and unverifiable. Step number 4, if the lender verifies it without proof, request the method of verification under Section 611A7. That forces them to show how they verified it. Step 5, if they can't provide documentation, you escalate with a direct dispute to the furnisher under Section 623. That's the professional process. Clean, legal, and effective. Now, let's talk about the difference between a goodwill removal and a data dispute. A goodwill removal is when you contact the lender directly and you say, hey, I've been a good customer. Can you remove this late mark as a courtesy? That works best if you only have 1, maybe 2 late payments and a strong history with that lender. But if you've got multiple lates or older accounts, goodwill letters rarely work. That's when you shift to data-driven disputes. When you challenge the accuracy of the reporting itself. Remember, bureaus don't care about your story. They care about data accuracy. So speak their language. Let's talk about how late payments actually impact your score over time. The first 24 months after late payments are the most damaging. After that, the impact starts to fade gradually. But here's the catch. If you keep adding new positive history, on-time payments, low utilization, and mix of accounts, you can recover faster, even while the late mark is still there. While you're disputing, you should also be rebuilding. Very, very key. That's what I call a 2-track approach. Repair and rebuild at the same time. That's how you get your score moving in the right direction, even before the deletion hits. Now, if you want my exact late payment removal sequence, the templates, the timing, and the escalation letters, guess what? You're in luck. That's all inside my private credit mastery community. The investment is very small, only $21 a month, and you get Credit Complete Pro, which is my step-by-step program teaching you how to clean your credit from start to finish. You get Debt Negotiator Pro. I'm the person in credit repair who's going to tell you the truth. Sometimes you may have to actually pay your debt. And you get live coaching with me every single Monday. We go step by step through real credit strategies that actually work. So hit the link in the description to join us today. And if this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who really, truly needs this help and someone who's ready to take control of their credit. If you want real help, real results, and real credit change, I suggest you join my private community. If you have any questions, put it down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer it. And like I always state, you be great.